Hey folks, this is Dave Smith, Correctional Officer Lifestyle. As I mentioned before, I'm trying to get my videos out a little bit quicker, and I started the video series of the various jobs that you will do in the Department of Corrections. Well, the job that I'm on right now is that of the perimeter security officer. I've already done the dorm officer. The dorm officer is, the first point of contact with the inmates. They're the ones that make sure the inmates' needs are met, etc. Okay? The perimeter security officer, whether you be in a tower or on a perimeter vehicle, you are the public's last line of defense. Should an inmate attempt to escape, you are the last line of defense. You are the line in the sand. You're the ultimate stopping force to get that inmate to remain inside the facility until such time as his sentence is up and he is able to be released legally. Aside from that, you have a further job, especially for a tower officer versus a perimeter security officer, to protect the inmate population and staff members from the violence that often occurs inside a correctional facility. Whatever manner of weaponry you have available to you in your department, often enough a warning shot will suffice to cease the aggressive behavior that you are trying to stop. Don't be afraid to make that shot. If you have a situation where people's lives are imminently in danger, and I'm not talking about a situation where an inmate has a weapon, he's got a weapon, he might have plans to use it, homemade shank or whatever. Those aren't the situations that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the situations where violence has already erupted or is imminent. In those situations, firing a warning shot will most likely stop the aggressive behavior. Basically, the warning shot is letting them know there's a weapon in play in this tower, and the tower officer does not have the fear of pulling the trigger. So, like I said, tower officers, perimeter post officers, you guys are the last line of defense. You guys are the line in the sand. When it comes to an inmate making an escape, a successful escape, you guys are where the buck stops. The buck stops with you guys. In the performance of that duties, of course, you don't want to put other people's lives in danger. If, heaven forbid, you have to fire to stop an inmate from escaping, make sure you know what's behind that inmate. It goes so far beyond policy and procedure at that point. It's a moral decision. You have to make the moral decision to protect the public from your attempts to prevent an escape. And if you know the backdrop behind your target is not clear, then we'll find another way, Folks, honestly, I can't speak highly enough about having a really, really good, vigilant, observant perimeter officer. There's nobody in the department that deserves more accolades than an observant perimeter officer. You are the lifeblood. You're the public's last chance. You are the person that is going to stop an inmate from escaping. You are the person that is going to be often the first intervening authority when it comes to a riot. Folks, when it comes to protecting your fellow officer, you have more of an ability to do that than anybody else. And if you have one inmate that is he's just gotten it in his head that he's going to be a menace, you have the ability to protect the other inmates from this guy. I can't speak highly enough about the tower officers in corrections. I can't speak highly enough about the perimeter officers in corrections. You guys are vital to the successful performance of a prison. Plain and simple. Most people do not like being a tower officer. You spend a lot of time in isolation. Most people don't like being a perimeter officer. You spend a lot of time in isolation without a telephone. But folks, I'm telling you right now, when it comes to maintaining the security of an institution, the buck stops with you guys. You are the last line. You are the line in the sand. And you are the people that really, really, really make a difference when the chips are down. Folks, that's all I got on Perimeter Posts. As always, I'm on a quest. Love shouldn't hurt. If you're in an abusive relationship, get out of it. If you know somebody in an abusive relationship, be the help that gets them out of it. There are people here to help you. Remember, I am my brother's keeper. That does not just go for men. I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. I take care of my brothers and sisters. And if that means pointing out, hey, I know you're in an abusive relationship, let me help you get out of it, then that's what it takes. All right? It's David Smith. I will see you in the next video. If you like what you see, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell. That lets you know when I post new videos. I will see y'all in the next video. It's David Smith, Correctional Officer Lifestyle.